The Mediterranean Sea, once a symbol of peace, now looms as a potential battlefield. In the new twist of events, Hezbollah and Iran have begun threatening to turn these waters on the shores of Israel and beyond into a war zone. I'm Yair Pinto, and this is My State, a program about current events, my belief in God, and my journey in the Holy Land. And behind me, that's the Mediterranean Sea, the only front currently that Israel is not at war with. But that might change. Since October 7th, Hezbollah, long allied with Hamas and Iran, has been flexing its muscles along the Lebanese-Israeli border almost every day. But recent statements from Hassan Nasrallah, Hezbollah's leader, suggest that they're planning something much bigger. Hezbollah and Iran are now threatening to impose a significant naval blockade on Israel in the Mediterranean Sea with help from Iran's Revolutionary Guard Navy. This move could disrupt not just Israel's maritime activities, but international shipping lanes as well. But how real is this threat? And what are Hezbollah's true capabilities? As we navigate these treacherous waters, a crucial question emerges. Is Israel prepared for another big surprise? Or could Hezbollah, like Hamas before it, have capabilities that we've underestimated? So I'm on my way to meet with Yoni Ben Menachem. He's the former head of Israel's national broadcasting network and an expert on Middle Eastern affairs. He's known for his deep understanding of groups like Hezbollah and their Iranian supporters. Shalom, Yoni. Great to have you. Thank you for your time and for explaining what is happening with Hezbollah and the Mediterranean Sea.
This is the strategy of Iran, not of Hezbollah. What they're doing is adopting the Iranian strategy. This whole campaign against Israel from 7 fronts is Gaza, in south of Lebanon, from Yemen, in the West Bank. Everything is orchestrated by Iran. They already started this strategy in the Red Sea.
With the Houthis.
With the Houthis. The Houthis claim that until now they already targeted the 160 Israeli ships. They claim that they were either on the way to Israel or the way from Israel.
What military capabilities does Hezbollah have in the Mediterranean Sea?
Hezbollah is actually limited as far as maritime capabilities. What they can do is attack ships by missiles or by drones. And maybe they have some suicide speedboats that they can explode on an Israeli ship if they come close to the Lebanese shore. This is the same method that the Houthis are using in Yemen when they want to attack foreign ships, also not only by drones and missiles, also by booby traps, the speedboats that makes suicide operation and collide into a ship and explode the ship. We already saw an example of their capabilities in 2006 in the Second Lebanese War, where they attacked an Israeli military ship called the Achichanit, who came close to the beaches of Lebanon, and they shot a C-820 missile towards this ship, and they targeted it, and they killed 4 Israeli soldiers that were on the ship. This is one of the methods. Of course, the drones are a great danger. Israel doesn't have yet a solution for that.
So suicide drones against Israeli naval vessels?
Not only against Israeli naval ships, but they can also use it against Israeli gas rigs, Karish and Tamar. Karish is in the northern of Israel, Tamar is in the south of the Mediterranean. So these are the capabilities. The greater danger, in order to put a blockade on the Mediterranean itself, preventing ships from coming to Israel and sailing from Israel, they need a navy. So now comes Iran into the picture, because they will not do anything in the Mediterranean without full coordination with Iran. And Iran already has a plan. They already stated about 2 months ago that they want to control the Mediterranean. They want a strategic depth, 5,000 kilometers from Iran into the Mediterranean.
Oh, wow. So where does that go to? Is Cyprus in that race?
Yes. Cyprus is collaborating with Israel against Hezbollah, that in case there is a war, the Israeli aircrafts will use Cyprus airports. And what are threatening Cyprus is that if you do that, we have missiles, we can hit your airports. They have 4 airports in Cyprus. The distance between these airports to Lebanon are about 300, 400 kilometers. So they have the range to hit the airports in Cyprus with these missiles.
Guys, these are challenging times, especially for the local Israeli production. We invite you to support Israel's economy and experience the diverse flavors, scents, and craftsmanship of the Holy Land with Artza's thoughtfully curated boxes of local products delivered right to your doorstep. And now, as a special offer to our viewers, go to artzabox.com and enter the code TBNIL to receive an exclusive 10% discount on an Artza box. What are the chances of this turning into a regional war or even a global war? Because if you involve Cyprus, then you have Israel, then you have the United States, Iran. Many players will join into this.
Cyprus is also a member of NATO. So, of course, Hezbollah will not go to the war without the participation of Iran. And now, Iran is against the regional war. What Iran is preferring is a wide attrition war against Israel. Keep attacking Israel from different fronts, but not escalating to the level of a regional war. Because of their economic situation and because they want to sign a new nuclear deal with the superpowers.
That will remove the sanctions?
Exactly.
Do they want a regional war only when they have a nuclear ability?
Yes, of
That's
course.
the plan?
Yeah, when they have a nuclear ability, then they have an umbrella.
Yeah.
And nobody will mess with them, so they can, have a conventional war wherever they want.
So who is actually present now in the Mediterranean Sea?
You have a presence of American fleet, you have a Russian fleet, they have in Syria the Tartus harbor, you have British ships. Again, the Americans were afraid that it's going to be another escalation into a regional war, so they send another aircraft carrier, Eisenhower, to the region. They are just showing their presence in the region in case something will develop. Israel cannot win in a naval war because we don't have enough power in the sea. Of course, we have submarines that, according to foreign sources, they carry nuclear missiles, but nobody's talking about using them. The Israeli Navy cannot compete against the Iranian Navy. They have a huge Navy, and they can put a blockade in the Mediterranean, and they can implement it. In such a case, we need the help of the United States. And the United States can face the Iranian Navy.
As we've learned today, the situation in the Eastern Mediterranean is more complicated than ever. Hezbollah's threat to turn these waters into a battlefield are a big step up in an already tense situation, and Israel will not be caught off guard again. But this isn't just about Israel and Lebanon. The whole world is worried. If there is a big fight in the Mediterranean Sea, it could cause problems for ships from all over. The United States and other countries are watching very closely. We have millions of people around the world that are standing with Israel, and they want to know how and what should they pray for in this situation.
They should pray for an Israeli victory, which is clear, and for an Israeli deterrence that will deter its enemies from attacking Israel again. And this can only be achieved if there will be a clear victory of Israel over Hamas. First of all, over Hamas, because Hamas is the one who attacked Israel on October 7th, and they made this horrible massacre, and they should be punished and should be deterred. And this is a golden opportunity for Israel to destroy the military capabilities of Hamas. Destroy them completely so there will not be a danger in the future for Israel. This is something very important, and for that we need the support of all the international community.
In conclusion, it's important to remember that the one who watches over Israel never sleeps nor slumbers. As a country, we should strive to follow in his footsteps. We should remember to remain vigilant and always prepare, but trust in him. So please join us in prayer. Join us in prayer for the situation in Israel, for the IDF soldiers, and for everyone who's affected by this conflict. Please join us in prayer for the peace of Jerusalem.
Hello, this is Mati here in Jerusalem with TBN Israel.
This is Yair Pinto from TBN Israel here in Jerusalem. TBN Israel is keeping viewers informed with Israel-focused news, culture, and what God is doing in this land.
Support TBN Israel today online at tbn.org/Israel. Thank you.